My car loan is $12,892 with a 7.35 APR, and then my other loan is $25,998 with a 14.92%
Jesus.
APR. But when it comes down to core, like just credit cards, I owe about $23,000.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, I've said it once and I'll say it again, these 304s are broke as a joke. This is not a game, guys. This is not a game. This is what they wanted. They wanted to be out here being strong and independent, right?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
But guys, just like you say, just like I say, and just like Heaven Samuels always said,
winter is coming.
Winter is here, man. This is not a joke, you know? Guys, credit card debt, high interest car loans, student loans, bastard kids, right? They're cooked. Cooked. And guys, they always go to TikTok and whine and moan. And guys, they even try and get on here to use TikTok to pay off their student loans and pay off their debt. But guys,
listen, I don't know what the fuck you saying, but all I know, you ain't getting a motherfucking dime.
So guys, here we have a chick. She has $67,000 in debt. $67,000. So guys, we'll get into this. Before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50 and 304s. That's linked in the description. Check that out. Join my Discord. Check out the playlist at the end. And guys, hit the join button or the button in the description, because guys, I'm offering memberships now. So thanks to all you guys that are already members. I really appreciate that. And let's get into this.
So I might have startled y'all by saying that I am 28 years old and $67,000 in credit card debt.
Look
Let me
at that.
address some of y'all's concerns. Number one, the IRS not being included in this number. I owe the IRS $7,000, and the reason I'm not stressed about that is, first, I think that they're wrong. I used to do zero, letter after E, you know, and I did it during COVID. I only did it for 1 year, and I put it on my taxes for that year. So in 2021, I paid for 2020. 2022, I did my 2021 taxes, as one does. Never heard anything about it. Come last year, 2024, around August, they say, you owe us $7,000 from 2021. But it was already money that I had tracked in 2020. And I tried to fight it, and I was like, no, you guys are wrong. This is money that I got in these months in 2020. And they basically said, nope, you gotta pay this. Even though I tried to fight it. I called, I emailed, I literally hand wrote a letter, and they said, nope, you're wrong. So me and the IRS have beef, which is why I'm not stressed about paying their silly little $7,000. A lot of people were like, oh, Seraphine, you have to pay that or else they're garnish your wages. Yes, I know that. That is why I pay a measly $100 a month towards them. Because as long as you are making a payment, they won't garnish your wages. So I have personally accepted that every month I will be $100 poorer because the IRS wants to screw me over. So that is why I don't even include them in my $67,000.
Look at that.
Also, at this point right now, I am not $67,000. That was just the video tag that I made when I first started doing these about 6 weeks ago. I am now $62,669. A lot of people said, Seraphine, that is crazy. I also agree. But in that, I am also including my car loan and then also a credit consolidation loan that I did 3 or 4 months ago. Listen, your girl was stressed, okay? Anyway, my car loan is $12,892 with a 7.35 APR, and then my other loan is $25,998 with a 14.92%
Jesus.
APR. But when it comes down to core, just credit cards, I owe about $23,000. That's...
Look at that, guys. So she did a debt consolidation of $25,000. And then she has $23,000 in credit card debt. How can someone be so stupid? How?
You stupid woman.
And the only reason why she's like this, guys, is because ultimately these chicks expect one of us to swoop on in and pay off their bills.
Here I come to save the day.
Don't pay their bills.
Still not great, I will admit. But like I said in my video of me budgeting on my paycheck, I literally could not care less. If I'm in debt, but I've seen the entire world, then I am rich. A lot of people are like, oh, when you die, it's gonna go to your next of kin. Oh, when you die, it's gonna go to your next of kin. I don't wanna have kids. I don't plan on having kids. Fuck them kids. Also, my next of kin is my dog, and I'm pretty sure that he will be dying before me.
Look at that, guys, right? Pump the brakes. This is the typical modern woman, right, guys? If I see the world, it doesn't matter if I'm in debt because I'm rich, right? This lackadaisical attitude towards money. I'm not having any kids. F them kids, right? My dog, guys, right here. This is what millennial and Gen Z men have to date, right? And you wonder why men are not dating. Absolutely insane.
Oh, she's a hula!
Unfortunately. A lot of people were like, oh, how do you plan on getting approved for an apartment if you have really bad credit? I don't have bad credit. Just because you are in debt does not mean that you have bad credit. Things that matter the most is your credit utilization on your credit cards. So that doesn't include my car payment and my loan. And if you're keeping that below 30% for the most part, you're good. You're Gucci. If you miss a payment, you're fucked. I've never missed a payment. And then also another thing that's really high is how many actual accounts you have open. So the fact that I have this car payment is actually helping my credit. The fact that I have that loan payment is actually helping my credit because it's another open line of credit. And then also a big thing is combined, how long have you had credit? Some of these credit cards I've had for like 8 years. Now to get into the nitty gritty of my credit cards. I have 17 credit cards total. Out of those
17 credit cards. Look at that. Hey guys, she's trying to say, well, I have debt, but it's good debt, even though I can't pay it off.
With your broke ass.
Come on.
credit cards, only 6 of them carry a balance. One of them has a small balance. It is my Best Buy card, but I have 0 APR until June of 2025. So I'm just making small payments on that so I can kind of like bust out a couple of them that I have high APRs on. There's 2 different ways that people do like getting rid of credit card debt, is by doing the highest APR first or by doing the lowest payment first. I'm doing kind of like a mix of both of them because I'm trying to think a little bit smarter. So like I owe $350 on my Best Buy credit card, but I have 0 APR until June of 2025. I'm just gonna pay the $50 every month until June of 2025 and then pay it off then and not have to deal with the APR for that one. My next lowest one is my Apple card, which has $2,578 on it. So I would want to hit that one a little bit harder because I have 27.34 APR on it. So I want to bring down that Apple one and I want to pay it off, but I'm not going to do that by paying off the Best Buy card first because I have that 0 APR. Some of the people in the comments are saying that I'm stupid. Think what you want, but this is what makes sense to me. Why would I be trying so hard to pay off a card that has 0 APR on it rather than paying off one that is a low balance but has a higher APR? Someone else said that I shouldn't be contributing to my 401k if I have debt.
What?
And I just think that's stupid. First off, I get an employer match on my 401k, so obviously I'm going to be contributing into my 401k. Some people are like, oh, you can pay off all of your debt right now with whatever's in your 401k, which first off, I can't. I got like $4,000 in there, y'all. Then they're saying like, use that money, pay off your credit cards, and then you can make a 401k later down the road. I like my 401k with my employer right now because they take care of everything. They do all of the investing. I have a plan set up with them where as soon as money hits into that account, it's all automatically invested into different things. I don't have to do anything with it. And if I were to get my own plan, then I have to like figure things out, and that's too much work for me. I'm literally just a girl. Someone else said it's absolutely wild that I only want to have $600 in my checking account as like a little buffer. That's just my checking account, y'all. I have another account. I have a high yield savings account. And yes, I have thousands of dollars in that one, but not like a crazy amount of thousands of dollars. I will not diminish that. That is such a security net that makes me feel safe having it. Plus, keeping that money in my high yield savings account is literally just making me free money. This year I made like $250 off of it, which isn't a ton, but still. It's also $250 that I will be accumulating more money on. So yeah, those are a couple of things that I was able to answer questions on. I don't know if y'all have more questions or just like think that I'm stupid. I don't know. But I'm truly just like not stressed about having debt. Like, if I'm able to pay my bills and I've traveled the world and lived my life, I'm good. I don't care. I'm just saying.
There you go, guys. Now, she's saying this because she's 28 and she's like right at the wall. You know what I'm saying? She's 28. I mean, guys, this guy's like a guy. This girl's like a 5, maybe dressed up. She could be like a 5.5 because she's one of the few non-biggins we've seen, right? So, guys, she could probably dress herself up. She's a redhead, you know what I'm saying? So she, dressed nice, maybe a low 6, maybe, right? But, guys, once she hits 29, 30, right? And she crashes straight into the wall. That biological clock starts to ticking, right? Then it's going to be about, I'm just stressed with all this debt, and where are all the good men, and why can't I have children, right? Think about how lackadaisical she is about money, guys. Men cannot think like this. And guys, she has 112 comments here. Let's look at the amount to these. Dude says, I was in the same boat. Chick says, 14K in credit cards, 30K car loan, 20K student loans. Chick says, I'm 31 and have tons of debt too. Look at that. And she owes taxes too. Love your attitude, please. Absolutely insane. Guys, I need you to hear me. Do not pay their bills. Do not even date a woman that's bad with money or who owes a lot of money. Because that's the only money that they'd rather spend than theirs is yours. But all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good one.